Once again, thanks for tuning in. Holly Shields here for Kalkine Media. The world is facing a dead end. That is, according to the UN chief. Don't know what I'm talking about? Well, before I get into it, please give our channel a sub and hit that bell icon to stay up to date. In the annual UN General Assembly meeting in New York, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that the current global efforts to reduce climate change are insufficient. Plus, he forecasted a hellscape of temperature rises if toxic emissions are not curbed more than the current rate. The world is currently unpredictable, be it because of climate or COVID-19. Humanity is dwindling on the verge of saving its existence or falling into nothingness. To assert the limelight on the significance of these key aspects to save humanity from destruction, UN Secretary General pointed out those aspects needed to be looked at directly, calling out the insufficiency in action taken by the industrialists and the governments alike. The UN Secretary General asserted that the world would soon reside in a catastrophic condition if actions aren't taken and tightened up immediately. Moreover, hundreds of climate change pacts are being made globally, but hardly any of them are being followed judiciously. Finally, he asserted that we're in a few weeks away from UN climate conference in Glasgow, but in reality, we're light years away from achieving its goals. The world is facing the biggest healthcare crisis of all time. Despite all the developments and scientific advancements, we are knocked down by the tiniest of viruses. However, the reality is even saddened by the magnitude of inequality in society. The Secretary General asserted on the currently established vaccine inequity around the world. The developed nations are flooded with vaccine supply. Essentially, first world countries have vaccine in abundance, and in some, there are not enough vaccines even for the neediest ones. On top of this, the world can't turn its head against the crisis happening in Afghanistan. One side of the world is heading towards extravagance, and the other side is sliding into tyranny. But unfortunately, the biggest trauma is being shed upon Afghan women, whose basic human rights under the current Taliban government are being overshadowed. The bottom line is that the Secretary General asserted the level of inequality that exists in the world at the moment. On the one hand, people are dying of hunger. In countries like Sri Lanka, they have announced food emergencies. And on the other hand, billionaires are flying to space. The focus for development and safety needs to be humanity-centric, not nation-centric. Then and only then can humanity be saved from mass destruction in the coming ages. Now that you're up to speed, check out some of our other videos to stay up to date and boost your financial IQ. If you like this info, please give us a like, share and a comment, as well as subbing to our channel, and head to our website at kalkinemedia.com. This has been Holly Shields for Kalkine Media.